Hey, welcome back to the Master and Drum Whiskey Room. It is the first ever Master and Drum Advent Calendar, day number 5 with my buddy the Grinch here. What do you think is in store for us on day 5? Maybe hoping for a rye whiskey, maybe a rye's in there? Why, because I'm green? I'm just saying, maybe we get a rye today. By the way, you owe me $75 for that shirt. 75 bucks? I got this for like $20 at Walmart. Don't tell him. I can hear you. It's okay, he'll be fine. All right, let's get it started. What's up, folks? I'm Jason C. Welcome back to the Master and Drum. Like, subscribe, do all the things to help the channel keep growing. I appreciate the support, everybody. So if this is your first Advent calendar, real quick, this is how it's gonna work. I asked my mom and my girlfriend to pick 25 random bottles in my whiskey room. Have at it, take whatever you want. Make up 25 samples for the 25 days of Christmas for the first ever Master and Drum Advent calendar that I have dubbed How Much Would I Pay? Master and Drum Advent Calendar Countdown to Christmas Day. Each day leading up to Christmas, I will open up a sample, nose it, taste it, maybe guess what it is, and determine how much I would pay for the whiskey. Then after I name my price, I will reveal the sample in this handy dandy advent calendar, and we can see what I was sipping and compare my value to the actual value. So, day 5, let's go. All right, see what we got today. Man, that is a dark whiskey, so I'm expecting this to be pretty flavorful. We'll see. Here we go. Woo! Okay, that smells delicious. Man, a lot of brown sugar here. Oak. This is bold too. Very oak forward, very sweet. Man, toffee here. Like a burnt toffee for days. All right, this one's getting me, I'm getting excited to try this one. This one smells really good. I'm looking for like a dark fruit note, but this is mainly coming in just as like pure like oak, brown sugar, and kind of a creme brulee type note. Maybe a slight hint of cherry cola. I don't know. Let's try it. Here we go. That's really good. Okay, so, oh man, what is that? I know my immediate reaction is to try to figure out what it is, but I have to try to break down just what I'm tasting here. So immediately up front, all the sweet hits, and then from mid to back palate, it just like kind of goes dark, and that's where you're getting into like those really nice oaky flavors. So it has a really nice balance between sweets and dark. And when I say light and dark, I really mean kind of the balance between toffee and this dense oak note. It's a lot of oak here. I'm wondering if this is, This one's interesting. This is giving me vibes of like, so remember day 1 when we had the 4-gate Kelvin 60 where it kind of had that like double oak profile? I feel like that's what I may be getting here as well, because I'm not getting the super high age notes when you get like the leather and the tobacco and some of that. This is coming in a little bit more of a, I don't know, I'm getting like this really big punch of oak char, but at the same time, it's very sweet up front. All right, so let's first start with proof. I'm gonna guess this is around 100 and I think we're in the mid-teens here, guys. I'm gonna go with like 115 proof, just kind of stay in the middle, keep it easy. And I might say, as far as age, man, age is tough on this one. I'm not getting a lot of ultra-aged bourbon notes here, like I said, but I'm getting a lot of sweet and a lot of oak. So if this isn't double oaked, I'd be surprised. But also, it's so sweet forward. This one's throwing me off here. I'm not really sure what this is. One last sip. All right, so last sip, I'm gonna say it's 115 proof. I'm sticking with it. I don't think it's a super high proof. I don't think it's that old. Now, I feel like the oakiness is like fooling me into thinking it's old, but I don't think this is that old of a whiskey. So I think the age is gonna be lower on this. I would probably guess anywhere from 6 to 8 years. I'm getting a lot of bright, sweet flavors, but I'm getting also this very aggressive hint of oak, and it's almost a little bit bitter on the back end. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is double oaked as well. So this one's really kind of throwing me off. If I had to pay for this bottle, I would pay $100 for this. $100, I think. I think it's a nice, solid sipper, a little bit of a higher proof. I think it's got some good depth to it, but if I had to pay for this bottle, I would probably want to pay like $100 for this. So, all right, let's find out what it is. This might be the most puzzling one to date. So here we go. Let's pull this one out. All right, this one should be fun. Here we go. No way. I do remember liking this one a lot. This is pretty cool. Let me grab the bottle here. This is the Woodford Reserve Batch Proof, 118.4 proof. So I believe this is last year's release. I think this is the 2022 release, not the 2023. I really like the 2022 from what I remember. I actually had it in the running at the end of the year, and I thought this was one of the better ones that they released. So this all kind of makes sense. So I said 115 proof, it's 118.4. So I was in the ballpark, a little bit hotter. So I was 3.4 proof points off. I said it's around 6 to 8 years old. I didn't think it was that old, and I think the Woodford Reserve Batch Proof doesn't have a high age either. My knock on the Woodford Batch Proof and most of the Woodford special releases is that they don't give you an age. All of them are pretty well assumed to be non-age stated, which I think kind of suggests we have a lower age in the bottle. And plus on top of that, I said it could be double oaked. It's not double oaked, but it is heat cycled warehousing, which is that weird bitterness I always get on the back end of Woodford Reserve. So this totally makes sense. However, Woodford Reserve did not come to my brain. Now, when this released, I believe it was 130 bucks retail. So I said about 100. I do wish this was a little bit cheaper. And again, my big knock on Woodford Reserve, if you're gonna ask people to spend a lot of money on your special releases, at least give us an age statement or something in the ballpark that people can fall back on. But I had never thought that this is worth what it cost. For about 100 bucks, I probably wish this was about $100 or even a little less. All right, so we're gonna add Woodford Batch Proof 2022 edition to the calendar here for day number 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Let me know what you thought about this one. Again, this was last year's release. Are you still chasing Woodford Batch Proof, or you guys think it's still worth the money? Let me know down in the comments, and as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Cheers. I'll see you next time right here on the Master and Drum, which was tomorrow. Man, 5 days done, 20 days until Christmas. I know this guy's fired up. Cheers.